Hello, you beautiful legends, and welcome to Blunt Force Healing Podcast. This is episode number 668, and I kind of feel a bit of a flashback because I'm recording it from a laptop, and I don't recall the last time I used the camera on the laptop to record the podcast episode. Initially, I was recording only audio. Then I was recording exactly this way from the MacBook camera, and later on I switched to phone because it was more handy, and I could record it anywhere I was, assuming I had telephone, smartphone with me. And today I decided to do a small switchback because I had laptop here in the car, and I thought, why not? Let's try it again and do some, uh, you know, memory revival. So it's day 668, consecutive day of blogging and podcasting, which I said probably multiple times before. I'm so proud of, because any routine or habit that I tried to build that was healthy for me or beneficial for me in the last couple of years, I failed, or it faded within probably 30-60 days at most. So it was very hard for me to maintain any habit. And this blog and this project, blog and podcast, Blunt Force Healing, was the means to change it. And I changed it for almost 2 years already. 2 years will be in September. So this project is about journaling. So I journal every day and update about my more or less dual life. And so it's not like a celebrity podcast or tech podcast or review podcast that might be more interesting. So I really appreciate every person that decides to spend their time in listening to me, because I know that it's not the sexiest, I would say, or most interesting type of content. So thank you very much for being here and supporting this project. And let's go straight to the update. In recent days, I decided to switch gears back a little. So instead of journaling about the actual day, so it's Wednesday, 17th of July, I am now reporting back on the day before, and that makes it more flexible for me to record and write the updates at any stage of the day, not waiting until it finishes to write about everything or most of it. And this way also it makes it, hopefully, a better thought through and not rushed content for you guys to consume. So let's switch back to yesterday. Tuesday was an interesting day. It was again mixed between work and evening deployment of the sauna. We had a lot of work to clean up sauna and get it ready, because after Monday, which was a bit busy at the beginning and end of our deployment in the evening, we had quite a lot of things to do and clean up. So sometimes we need to do a more thorough wash of the benches, because there are little marks left after the salty water and sweat. So to keep hygiene on a proper level, we need to wash it more thoroughly. So it's a bit of a hard job to do, but it has to be done from time to time. It doesn't have to be done every day, but it actually happened that we had to do it yesterday. So most of the day we spent on prepping the sauna, getting the dinner ready, doing some shopping, and basically afterwards we deployed the sauna in the afternoon, late afternoon, early evening at Rosnaula. Again on the beach, the tides are still fairly low, so it's good for the business. The spring tides are coming shortly in the coming days, so I can see already that tides are rising quite significantly due to the alignment of the sun and the earth and the moon, and that's what causes the tides to go much higher than usual. So it will be a bit tricky to stay on the beach. We'll have to go away and stay at the entrance or whatever. But yeah, so the deployment was quite quiet. We were expecting Tuesday to be a bit quiet, but it was really quiet. There was no booking at all, so we went pretty much on empty, counting on walk-ins or any bookings that will happen in the evening. Fortunately, there was booking coming in, and we didn't leave empty-handed, so at least it did pay back the burned wood and fuel and some positive revenue on top of that, which is good. But we also did another interesting thing. Basically, I discovered an app and a community that's called Geocaching, and this is basically a very big community of people around the world that create those small caches or whatever the containers, micro, small or bigger, that contain something like clues or the journals or the kind of, the little notepads or pieces of paper where people search for them, and once they find them, they record the date and their name or whatever to mark that, and then they return that container or whatever, that cache, back into a place where it was found, which is an interesting and cool kind of treasury hunt or treasure hunt. And there's an app that shows you the caches around you and leads you to the area where you can find it within about, I think, 10 to 20 feet. But then you have to search for it, and there's different difficulty levels. So it's a very interesting concept, and one was in Rosnola. So we decided to go with Julian and do the first search, and we actually found it. Well, actually Julian found it, which was even cooler, and it got him pumped for the next one. So we will be trying to get at least one cache every day or every couple of days, and have some fun together. So that's geocaching. I will link the web page in the blog post today, so you can go there, register if you want. And there's a free tier where you have a lot of caches to be found, and if you get really engaged in that search and you enjoy the app, you can go for premium, and there's much more caches to be unlocked, and some challenges and mystery treasure hunts or things like that, which is very cool. We'll be reporting on our findings. For now, that's pretty much it. We ended up going home, and that was the end of the day, so nothing else happened. Only Elizabeth spent a good hour in the sauna. After her recent treatment, she couldn't go in, but now it was safe to proceed, and she enjoyed the sauna the first time in about week or two. So another benefit. That's it for today. Thank you very much for being here. I always appreciate your time. As I said before, stay tuned and see you again in tomorrow's episode.